Hello everyone and welcome! That is right, we are here and it is Same Brain, the only game show where it pays to have, controversial answers, if you will. That's right, I'm your host Black Crystal and I am so excited today. So I feel like we've got to see who we've got cooking in the pipeline for us. So we'll head up to our panel and see who's cooking, see who is going to be saying the wild pocket things, and I can't wait to bully them. We have first our amazing panelists, that's right, Ice Rocker here in the building, looking fantastic, fabulous with the horns. I can't wait to see what they have to say, but I know they don't have all of the right answers, but maybe Lemmy does for us here. Pulling through, I see them. They got some cool things, and I know they have some spicy opinions. But of course, the opinions stay strong because Megan is in the building, and I'm telling you, it's giving Mary J, and I cannot wait to see if you're gonna get some points on the board for our contestants. But our panelists are not finished because we have Ava here in the building, the person who says they're no longer a streamer, but I don't know if that's true. I can't wait for you to come out the house and hang up with here on Same Brain. But we can't have a game if we don't have our contestants. So our first contestant here is none other than the original creator of Lesbian Johnny Bravo. We have Kylie in the building. I can't wait to see you in the hot seat. Now, Kylie, your competition, though, is the only person I've ever known to be anywhere, everywhere, all at once. That's right, Smirky right here in the building. What's good, Smirky? Glad to see you here. I'm surprised you showed up. You should be at a con or something. I gotta talk to y'all. Both of y'all been on this game before, so let's talk and step into my office. Let me see what you have to say to each other, okay? Lesbian Johnny Bravo, the man's who's everywhere. I'm gonna go with you, Kylie, first. How's it feel to be in the hot seat? You think you're gonna take this, or are you just here for the vibes?
I am super confident that I will do so good this game. Also, if you haven't voted in the Sanrio character ranking competition yet, please do. You have 6 days left. Vote for my boy Karopi. And other than that, I'm happy to be here. Smirky, let's have a good, clean game and keep the vibes rolling.
Let's do it. Let's keep the vibes rolling.
I mean, Smirky, before we started this stream, you was saying you coming in for the biggest loser spot, but like, I know that's not your speed, okay? So get it together, shake it off, because I'm trying to see some winners, all right? I want to see some tough competition, okay?
You got it.
All right then, well, our cast is here, y'all are seated in chat, and I am ready, but you know I gotta always give love to our Patreon subscribers, right? Because none of this would be possible without y'all. Y'all fuel us, you make it happen, so big ups to our members. Check it out if you want to support us there. All of our links are in chat in the panels below. It would mean the world to us, and those who do, you already know what's going down this episode, so I'm gonna keep it in the pod. But I think I've yapped enough. I am tired of saying the things. I want to see the game. So, let's bring us into the hot seat. Welcome, my fellow friends, to the hot seat. That is right here on Same Brain. We are in the hot seat, and this is where we're going to ask these questions. Very hard-hitting questions, controversial, if you will. It'll be your answers, contestants, to match yours with our panelists. That's the only way you're going to get points on the board there, so think carefully about how you play this game. Now, the first question is usually a little vibe to suss out where our brains are here to get those wavelengths in tune, so don't stress it. But you're going to only have so many chances to get those points, and those points that you get in the hot seat will be locked in. So, without further ado, I say we get into our first question. Name a food that screams summer. Already smirking. I see you. I don't know. It looks like you got a good memory when you thought of that one. You were brought back. And all those answers are in. No worries. It's cool. We're here. And I can't wait to see what you've said because I have my opinion. I think there's only a few right answers. So let's see what our contestants both said for a food that screams summer. Wow. Okay. Two very different people. But I'm sorry. Do y'all just like long things in your mouth, or no? I'm just kidding. We've got Smirky with the glizzy and Kylie with the popsicle. And I'm not gonna debate this. I think these are pretty standard issue answers. So we're gonna go straight to our panelists for this one and see how they're feeling. See if they were able to think in sync. All right, y'all. Let's head over to Ice Rocker. What do you have for me for a food that screams summer?
It's ice cream, obviously. Ice.
Thank you.
That
Thank you.
That should have been an easy one. And then I'm obviously gonna go with my Stardew Valley roots, and ice cream is one of the major foods you can only get at the stand during the summer.
Ice creams are, in fact, a creamy dessert. It is something that is refreshing and it is frozen, but I'm not sure if that's the same as a popsicle, if you will. Very close, but I believe those are distinct treats. If you want to fight for this point here in this thing, now's your opportunity to plead your case.
Listen, if anybody here has played Kingdom Hearts 2, you know that every single recap I see of Kingdom Hearts 2, they're hanging out top of that clock tower, having that sea salt popsicle with them. Now that I think about it, they do call it sea salt ice cream, so I think I have just dug myself a hole in this case.
Yeah, they do. I mean,
They do call it sea salt ice
They
cream,
do.
but
They
it's
do.
like a
Perfect.
popsicle.
Perfect.
So, okay, I can't defend myself on this one.
I just
but-
picture, childhood memories, like little ice cream cone, ice cream on top of it. It's melting down your fingers, you're at the ice cream truck waiting.
Oh, dude, I'm super lactose intolerant. I can't even have it. I just think about it constantly.
Hey, it's the pleasure of the dessert and the sweet treat that make the lactose intolerance worth it.
Well, unfortunately, that lactose is a pretty definitive factor in defining the difference between those two sweet treats. And our game master has said no points for that one, but you all are getting very close to thinking in sync. So, Ice Rocker, Kylie, keep on fine-tuning that. See if you can get it on that next question. But we're going to head over to Lemmy and see what they put for a food that screams summer. What you got for me, bro?
Well, I mean, my mom actually one time tried to trick me and get me to eat mashed potatoes, but it was actually ice cream. Or maybe it was the reverse. It doesn't matter.
Huh?
Either way, I agree. Ice cream, nah, that ain't a summer food. In the South, there's only one thing that's available during the summertime, and it's watermelon. Come on.
Watermelon.
That was my other one. That was my other thought.
That is a timeless summer treat. You're not eating no watermelon in December. I'm sorry, I mean, you can, but that's not the vibe,
That's not
all
the
right?
vibe. You're right. You're right.
I don't
Great
know, man.
answer.
In Texas, it's hot enough.
Yeah. True. Just don't drink any
Year-round,
water
right,
with
yeah.
your watermelon. Obviously, you don't want to have, watermelon grow in your stomach. I mean, that's what we was told as kids.
I'm sorry, what about a watermelon growing in your stomach?
That's what we was told as kids. You eat the watermelon, you eat the seeds. If you have water with it, you might get a watermelon in your belly in a little, couple weeks. You never know. You just gotta spit them out. That's, you just gotta hawk two of them things.
Okay. I mean, I have seen that
Where's the
episode of the
lie?
Rugrats, but I don't know if it's scientifically proven. Well, verdict's still out on that one, y'all. You all can tell me, but I'm not sure about that one. Good answer, though. Watermelon, great treat for the summer, but unfortunately, not no hot dogs, not no popsicles. So, no points for our contestants here, so we're going to have to keep it trucking and head on over to Megan to see what they were able to get in there for this question. Now, Megan, you had a little trouble there getting there for a second, but you locked it in pretty quickly once you had it set. So, what did you put for us for a food that screams summer?
Crab legs.
Okay.
Ma'am.
That's a fantastic answer. I can't even be mad at
yeah.
that.
Okay. Okay.
I think I could understand crawfish. Crab legs.
Crab legs. Okay.
Well, what
I
about
mean-
summer specifically does making crab legs the only time to eat it?
I mean, crabs, they come out in the spring, they get all, lustrified in the summer for us. Have the big king crab legs, which are like hard to find. And then, you can dip it with the eggs and the potatoes and all the different seasoning they have for crab legs. I just feel like the summer is the perfect time to eat them out on a picnic or you go out to dinner for them.
Interesting.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Listen, not in
crab
my
legs and the
household, not
picnic.
me.
Okay, I like it.
Some people in chat are mad at you for that, but I respect it. I respect it.
All right, crab legs. Okay, but I see the vibe here. You're thinking this kind of family gathering setting, a barbecue, a cookout. So Smirky, you and Megan might be able to fine tune that there, might be able to find something. But unfortunately, no points on the board for the crab legs. But I'm liking where your head is, Megan. I'm curious to see where we going with these questions today. Okay? All right, let's head on over to Ava. I know you've been seeing there. I feel like you're nervous about this answer here. So
No.
what did you put for a food that screams summer?
I put ice cream. It's hot. Summer, hot. Ice cream, cold. Popsicle's a good
Alright.
answer, though. That I would agree
Listen,
with that
I'm
one.
not
I kind of
gonna
wish I had
lie.
put that one. Hot dog though, you could eat hot dog any time of the year.
This is also
I mean,
true.
I,
Well, you
I
can
was
with ice
thinking
cream
like
too,
that.
but
hot dog-
I was
like a
thinking
barbecue?
that beachside, like hot dog cart. You just go up to the cart, you ask for a
Okay.
hot dog.
Okay,
That's what
that's
came into
true.
my mind and overrode my initial thought for ice cream. So that was on me, honestly. That was on me. I thought about the ice cream and then I
Damn.
thought about the hot dog cart, and I was like, the hot dog cart's kind of a vibe. So that's where my head was going. That's where my head was going.
Okay. Well, we got two panelists thinking of sync, though we know that is not how we get points in this game. But we are seeing the threats here. We get a lot of ideas and some great answers. So, solid first question. Let's head into the next one now that we know we're cooking. Humans better step up. AI is kicking our butts in blank. Kylie, your face said so many things. This one is a hard one here, so maybe you need to think a little out of the box or go for the meme, if you will. All right, well, we've got all of our answers locked in here, and this is a fat AI question, so I'm super curious to see what everybody put here. The question was to remind us listening, humans better step up. AI is kicking our butts in blank. Let's see what our contestants put down. Okay.
is a very-
I kept it simple over
my God,
here.
they're real
You know,
answers.
I mean, they are
Yeah.
technology is the real answer. I've been to CES quite a bit, and I've seen how AI is just taking over everything. So I just put it all encompassing with my answer.
Okay,
I like
you went
that. That's
broad
broad.
with yours. Yeah, but Kylie, you went very you went
I'm
very
sending a
specific, but also
message.
broad. Yeah.
I'm sending a message. If you're using AI, listen, I know that we need to keep up with the times, but it needs to be done. We need to develop the technology to do it without wasting so much water, because by the time we reach like 2029 or whatever, they're going to be using so much water to process these prompts that we give them. So I'm sending a message with my answer, and that AI consumes a lot of natural resources better than us humans, and so easily too.
Okay. They kicking our butts. I don't know the discrepancy there since we're using it. Are we just kicking our own butts? I'll have to think about that one. But we'll get to our panelists' answers here. We want to see some points on the board. I feel like we share a lot of similar vibes here, so maybe we've got something in match. Ice Rocker, baby. I got to hear what you said for this one. What is AI kicking our butts in? What did you put down for us?
Well, as far as my experience with a lot of AI, especially in this industry, they're just really good at seamlessly adding mutated appendages. Like fingers, arms, and legs where they don't belong, and you can never tell the difference. It's like perfect plastic surgery.
Brilliant.
Love
I
it.
stand by it.
You know what? That's so
I
true.
saw the
It's
visuals.
so true.
Sometimes I want 10 fingers on one hand. I don't know.
Listen, there's a lot we could do with 10 fingers on one hand.
Now I'm picturing
Let
adding
me tell you.
Now I'm like AI prompt tentacles, Ava GG is what I'm using appendages. That's just like boom.
Oh, well, unfortunately, extra appendages is not technically technology itself. I feel like the sentiment isn't shared, so we're not going to give a point for that one. But we are loving the creativity on that answer, Ice Rocker. I see what you did there. But we're going to head over to Lemmy. Talk to us, all right? What do you said? What did you say for AI is kicking our butts in blank? What do you got?
Yeah, I mean, Smirky, I wasn't trying to overthink it either, so I just said everything because clearly, I mean, it's taking over everything. Like I said before, I'm just waiting for Sarah O'Connor to come out here and be like, "Yo, I'm saving somebody. I'm saving us all. The revolution. Where is she at?"
Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. That is a pretty fair answer. I see where you coming from. Like everything, you're not wrong. I mean, they ain't gotta sleep or eat or drink or have any obligation other than being really good at whatever they were programmed to do. So I get the sentiment,
Pretty
but
much.
unfortunately, it's too broad to encompass any matches. Though if someone else had said the words everything,
He did
that would've been a
technically
match.
say everything.
Technically, he did say
This
it out
makes
loud,
me
yeah,
wish
yeah.
that I typed the word everything in my answer instead of just saying
He-
technology.
He specified everything and then he said technology. Because I had also almost put everything and I was like, oh dang, so close.
It's so close. It's so close. See, you got to go with your gut. That's the only advice I ever give to anyone on this show. So I'm bringing that up because you guys are really close to fine tuning it. It was there, but we're not thinking in sync yet. So close. So no points on that one. Head over to Megan. Let's see what she's got for us for humans. Better step up. AI is kicking our butts and blank. What you got for us?
Jobs. You name the job, they're taking over. Can nobody find a job in the job market? You have AI seeing fake job listings online. It's just you can't find a job nowhere. And I remember when I was younger, I'm like, AI can never be creative. Now look at them.
What I
You
like
are
about
so
that is
not
it
ready.
doesn't sound like it's doing a better job. It's just literally beating us at it. Like
Yeah,
physically,
yeah. Doing the
mentally
job.
beating us at it.
I mean, like I said, they don't need to sleep. They don't need to eat. They could be there before we even wake up, okay? They have an advantage existing in the cloud half the time.
Even bad labor
So-
is free labor.
Talk about it. But I love that answer, Megan. But unfortunately, it is not a match there on the board. But I see a similarity in your brain wavelengths there with Kylie on that answer. So maybe y'all could fine tune it as we get in the next question. But we're going to have to go over to Ava to see if there is any chance we can get 1 point on the board. Come on, please. Ava, what did you put? Oh, brother.
I put misinformation. I
Very
mean,
close.
have you seen
I was
Brock fact
very
check
close.
Elon? Like, come on now. He's doing great. He's doing a great job for the misinformation spread out there.
Love it.
Dang, I was
He
really
fact
close
checks
to
his
also
own
putting
creator.
that.
Like, we can't, like, what? Half our human population can't do that.
Oh my goodness. I think that's so funny because I immediately am thinking, yeah, let's do information in general. They can just process things better. No, the misinformation is one hell of an answer. I love it. It says a lot. And again, really close to both of our contestants where they are thinking just
Close
not
enough
on
for
the
a
money.
point?
No, not on the money. You tried though. You tried though.
Thanks
Can
for
I get a
advocating for us,
pity
Ava.
Well, we like to see that we are there. Unfortunately, no points for this question, but a lot of vibes shared. So we're going to see if we can turn those wavelengths and find that one brain cell to start sharing them on y'all and get this game popping. Our next question is, in fact, our bonus points question. So, bonus points. So our bonus points questions are really awesome. We survey our Patreon members exclusively the question in advance, and we take their top answers. Our contestants will also be able to get additional 2 points if they are able to match with our members. So it is a really hard stakes at this question to get those match and really set up that game. All right? Bonus points at play. We'll let you know what they are afterwards. Let's get into that next question. Space blank.
My first impression was how meta that was. Like space and then like the line space. Like, okay.
Yeah.
I get it, but it took me a second.
If none of the panelists same brain with me for this one, I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Not for me, but for you guys, if none of you same brain with me on this.
I might be embarrassed for me.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
It's activated for the episode.
Sorry.
I'm so sad because I put in an answer and I had to change it. Thanks, shout out to the producers, but I had to change it. But I'm still proud of my answer. I was gonna say that I was proud of my answer, but my new
What
answer
did you
I'm still
put?
proud of. We'll find out.
All right, we'll find out here because our game master says all of our answers are in. Let's see what our contestant said for space blank.
Oh!
Wow.
Oh, classic movies.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
Oh, well, so
maybe-
Smirky, you said you same brained with Kylie and put jam in initially, and you had to change your answer.
I did, which is hilarious.
Okay.
So we were both on the same wavelength, and I had to change my answer. So
Oh man.
that's
This
not
is
what we
clever,
want. Okay.
No!
Now I'm mad though because now Kylie might get a bunch of points because Kylie got it in first. Vote
This is
for
why
me.
This is
But-
why I'm
but-
saying, if none
so
of you
I
same
just-
brain with me.
I just went with whatever was next, and I put space bar because it's right here on my keyboard.
Kylie,
It's a very funny
I love
answer.
you so much. I love your hair color. It's so pretty.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Just I'm telling you this
What
stuff
else?
now for when we get to
What
the
else?
later. You know, I love all your plushies in the background. They're so adorable.
Oh, thank you.
Just remember all these
Oh my
compliments.
gosh, guys, stop flirting in front of me. I'm
Chat, clip
working.
that.
No.
It's a conspiracy
We love
happening
this,
right in front of me.
We love to see this, though. Our contestants are, in fact, same rating there, so they don't get points for that. But it does show the emphasis of how fast you need to get your answer in. As a contestant, you cannot have the same answer. So if you think you've got a good one, get it in fast. Kylie, you've one upped on that one. Smirky, though, with a solid second. Let's see what our panelists have to say this. I see they are poker facing. Specifically, I'm sorry, Ice Rocker, I feel like you've been hiding your smile.
I'm ready to crawl
Are
back
you-
there and just. I'm.
What happened? Talk us
ashamed
through
of
this.
your
What is going on here? Put us through this. What happened?
The 1987
Oh,
comedic classic Spaceballs.
Yes.
Like, I've been watching so much Star Wars. There's so many parodies, so many. It's an icon.
Yeah.
So I don't.
Great movie. Great movie.
I see. I'm glad some of y'all know. I was expecting none of y'all to know. I knew. I was about to be like, what?
I
Why?
also knew. Saw that movie
Okay,
in
good,
8th grade
good.
English class.
Throwbacks.
Why did they show it to us in 8th grade English? I don't know. We convinced the teacher to let us watch it.
You convinced the teacher to let you watch Spaceball in the 8th grade?
Yeah. Maybe not me.
A class?
I feel like if they
Oh,
let
okay,
you, it
got
didn't
you.
take that much convincing.
Yeah. I think it's because
Right.
she was an older woman, and she probably hadn't seen the movie, and we had classmates that were like, "Can we watch this movie for the last day of school before summer vacation?" And she's like, "If it'll make you guys happy."
And then she quit the next day.
Allegedly fired.
Well, Spaceballs is not Space Jam or Bar, but solid movie. Again, the synchronicity kind of close with Kylie and Ice Rocker. Still something there. So don't hold out on trying to match with them. But we're going to head over to Lemmy, see what he's got for us for Space Blank. What did you lock in?
Kylie, I can't let you get out of here with the bagel. You know what it is. Michael Jackson said, "It ain't too much for me to jam." That's right, Space Jam.
Let's go.
Our first point
Let's go!
for the
Play the
It
air
is about for
horns.
me to
Play
jam.
Play the buzzer.
Let's
Go.
go.
All right, well, we've got that 1 point on the board there. Iconic song and as well as film. So double pick. I'm loving, though, that you guys have said the same word but had different references. So you might want to think about that one. We're going to head on over, though, to Megan to see what she's locked in for us because this one is been a doozy. Megan, what do you got? Space Blank.
A little embarrassing because I started overthinking the space, but I put SpaceX because like Elon in the space. And yeah.
That was actually my first
Wow.
answer, what I was gonna put. So we would have.
Yeah.
SpaceX is a good answer. I get it. It's topical. It makes sense. I like to forget that it exists, but I'm glad that you brought it up and reminded me of it. 10 out of 10. Great answer. No points, though. Get it together, Megan, okay? I love you. Come on. We want to see you get them points. Come on. We can do this. So we're going to reset on that one. Head over to Ava. What do you have for us? You've been smiling this whole time. You were flirting with Kylie. Why? Why, please? Space Blank. What did you put in?
I put travel.
Okay, Katy Perry.
Final
And
frontier.
then, like I said, 5 minutes later, my one brain cell turned on, and I was like, "Oh, space bars." What you should have put.
I'm sorry. You said You said space travel before space ship. Before,
I didn't even think of that.
Before space ship, before space station, space ghost, coast to coast, space travel.
I didn't even think of Space Jam. I'm so ashamed.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Go off,
okay.
DK. Go off.
I just,
You know what?
I was here for the space.
I'm gonna take longer on my answers, and I'm gonna go third instinct from now on. Not the first two. It's gonna be the third or fourth.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was dragging you. You brought us to a good place, the space place. I'm going to have to give it to you, but I don't know. Okay. Not even blank space. It's fine. All right. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Well, 1 point on the board. I'm happy. We are locking
I'm
in.
not.
I hope.
I'm not
Because
happy. Nope, not me. Couldn't
Not
be
at
me.
all.
Could not be me. Nope, not at all.
All right. Well, this was a bonus points question, so let's see what our Patreon members said as their answer to space blank. Let's see if you have any
Patreon,
bonus points.
I'm on my knees. Please.
Fingers crossed.
Please.
Space Jam was in fact the top answer from our members, giving Kylie 2 bonus points from this question as well. Putting them in there with a fat lead on the points. Smirky, you are regretting everything right now.
I just
gotta type faster.
Shout out to the
I just
Patreon.
had to press submit like 5 seconds faster, and that would have been a wrap. But here I am, you know, sitting here in front of my keyboard, my backspace, my space bar, didn't get the job done. So we're going to have to go to the next round, I'm afraid.
Oh man, well, shout outs to Kylie. There we go. With those points on the board, great answer and thinking
Shout out
with
to the
our
Patreon.
community. Right? So with those
Wow.
extra points, we've got a solid lead, but there's still tons of questions in store for you. So let's get into the next question and see what we've got popping. What's an event adults take just as serious as senior prom? Ice Parker, you did not like that question. I saw your face. You said, "Oh no."
I'm done
if I
going
even
with the
take
first
events."
answer that goes up. It's a terrible
Okay.
idea.
Do it. I want to see it. Don't hold back, y'all. You know, it's senior prom. We know how typically people take it very seriously. It's a whole ordeal, not for the kid.
Pictures.
The family is all involved. You have to find someone to go with. That's a whole debacle. It becomes the event of the year, right? So what's an event as an adult that they take it just as seriously? Right here, well, we are getting all of our answers locked in. Smirky is trying to decide, and it sounds like they are.
I have
locked in.
decided. I don't know if anyone's gonna go for this, but it's one that I think is very like on point with the question, so that's why I'm locking it in.
Okay, then. Well, let's see what both of our contestants put for an event that they take just as serious as the senior prom. Beautiful answers. I'm actually gonna have each of y'all tell me why you put this answers. I'm gonna go with Kylie first, since we've heard a little bit of your thought process, Smirky. So Kylie, talk to us. You put music festivals.
All right, so set the scene. You buy your ticket in advance, similar to prom, much like prom. You have to buy your ticket in advance, and then you have to plan your outfit for the event, and you're dancing to music for the entire time. So that's where my adult version of taking things as serious as the senior prom comes in, because it's all about the music, the dancing, the getting dressed up, the butterflies and jitters that come beforehand. So there you have it.
Solid answer. And I like that it is kind of party v party. I see where you're going there with it. And you know, you got to know the theme, what acts are performing, it all impact it. So the prep is there. Solid answer. So we're going to head over there to Smirky, because I feel like you have something similar as well. And you took a long time to lock this in. So Smirky, talk us through what you ended up choosing.
Yeah, I chose family reunions, which is a little specific. I mean, you know, a lot of adults will, you know, focus on family values and cultures and experiences. So there's a lot of, like, you know, with any sort of trip related activity that comes to mind, there's a lot of coordination when it comes to travel. You know, you'll have the dad that's like making sure everyone's like where they need to be, everything's all booked. They don't mess around. All right, they do not mess around with making sure everything is lined up. You got the itinerary sheet, the spreadsheet, all of it. So
They got the matching shirts.
They got the matching
like,
shirts.
Yes.
Maybe the birthday is around the corner for the little one. You know, you got to plan for that. I don't know. That was kind of what was spinning up in my brain.
I think it makes complete sense. I see exactly what you're saying when it comes to the intensity and the kind of once in a lifetime feeling, because we ain't having family reunions every year. It's a rare occasion, you know? It's not a common occasion. So solid 2 answers from our contestants. Music festivals, family reunions. Panelists, you heard them yap. And I saw your faces when they was yapping, so I know y'all faces is upset. So I'm really curious to see what y'all have put in store for us. We're gonna head on over to Ice Rocker. I want to know what you've got for us for an event adult takes as serious as senior prom.
So I had my first idea. I did scrap it. And I
Which
did go
was?
6th Street.
Those of you
seen
from
the
Austin,
way?
Texas, will know, in fact, the 6th Street that
Old
they are
6th
talking
Street, new 6th Street. No one goes out anymore. It's so boring.
You have the people that literally just go in their casual clothes. They hardly put any thought into it, but they still got the group together. They still ask somebody to go out with them. And then you have people wearing, to this day, prom dresses, Sherry Hill, out where they're putting snakes from a stranger on you. But I did end up thinking that was a little too specific, and I went with wedding.
Wedding. Solid
Wedding.
answer. Yeah, that's a good answer.
That's a family
Weddings
reunion of a sort,
I
right?
honestly was surprised
Like,
it went
I mean,
in. I thought
it
it
is
was
a
going to get
family
taken.
reunion.
I
Like,
It is a
Listen,
joint.
I'm not-
It is a
I'm-
union of families. I mean,
I'm not going to sit here and make an argument, but I'm going to sit here and make an argument. Weddings are for families
Give
and
her
loved
the
ones and
point.
friends. It's a family reunion of sorts.
it is
I'm
a
just
union of
saying.
families, not necessarily
Your
a
found
reunion,
family,
but, just
specifically.
Right.
combining. I mean,
I'm
fair
just
two
saying.
reunions for one main union.
yeah.
That part.
That's beautiful.
Unfortunately, a wedding is a specific occasion that often has
Why do you hate us?
family.
Listen, I just need one
Events.
point. I just need 1 point. Why can't you just give me 1 point?
Guys, if you don't get Smirky a point, he's gonna crash out on
so
stream.
easy.
He's gonna crash out.
Our game
gonna
masters
crash out
say
on
that
stream.
does not count as a point, though. Family getting together and the chaos that ensues when they are together for reunions is a similar sentiment. A wedding's a different occasion and has a lot of different necessary events, including a little dancing.
It's okay for the game master to be wrong sometimes. It's okay. It's fine.
Let's have the
It's
people
fine.
decide in chat.
Well, I'm sorry. Solid answer, though, Ice Rocker. I agree with you on that one. That was kind of one of my top 3 for this. So, but unfortunately, no points there on the board. Got to go over to Lemmy and see what he's got cooking for us. So, what do you have for us? An event that adults take just as serious as the senior prom.
Yeah, so Kylie, I tried to tap into my ESPN Sports Center and get on the same level with you because I was thinking a concert, but then I took it way too seriously because I almost got arrested. Actually, I did get arrested. It doesn't matter. Anyway, I said that was but I had to go with weddings, and then I tried to fight for you, Smirky, with that. But yeah, I chose weddings.
Oh, so you're saying our 2 panelists have thought and synced, and said weddings each, but not our contestants. No. We thought of music festivals before weddings. No, it's fine. No,
That's
it's fine.
good. That's right. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay.
Had I
Solid
not
answer.
got arrested, I would have chosen.
It's not too late for the game master to change their mind. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Can we
Going
bribe the
straight to
game
the game
master?
master.
Question.
She will come for you.
Does bribery work? Okay.
Unfortunately, no points for the wedding there. Still not a reunion, but I'm loving our panelists are seeing that this is kind of the same energy, and I feel like y'all are picking up what I'm putting down. If you've been to a couple weddings or 2, it's an ordeal, and I'm not the one getting married. So, great answer. I love the answer, but unfortunately, no points. Megan, we have to head over to you. Please tell me we've got something different, or are you same braining with our panelists too? What did you put for an adult that takes this event as serious as senior prom?
I was going to say, like, going to the club on your 21st birthday. I wanted to go to the club on my 21st birthday, but the pandemic, unfortunately, I was not able to do that. But yeah,
Same.
I know.
Same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I'm so sad.
No, but yeah.
That one is good. That's a good answer. I'm not gonna hold you, Ice Rocker. I would have considered a 6th Street and a club as a
I was
match
trying to be
there.
less quirky. I'm trying to help them.
I know. This is a part of the game, finding the tune, figuring out if we can get in sync. So I love that. The club, especially your 21st birthday outing, that's a no-brainer. That is end all be all. That is, you are going all the way home and you won't remember it. So I love the answer, but unfortunately not a match with our contestants. Not a music festival per se, and definitely not no family reunion. So Ava, you're our only hope for what have you have us
I don't
for
like
in
being
an
the
adult
last hope.
event.
Can I go first from now on?
Damn it. I'm sorry, 'twas how we joined the game, so you are in our stacked here. What did you put for an event adults take as serious as senior prom?
My thought process was adults, so family, and then I went family to Christmas for some reason. It's kind of like family reunion. I mean, everyone dresses up, Christmas cards, you get gifts, everyone comes together, dinner's being made, you know.
It is primarily a family-centric holiday.
It is a family reunion in my mind, of sorts.
Family gathering.
Yeah.
Family gathering.
They are
It's a
really
family
trying to
gathering.
get these points.
Wide
They are desperately,
No, you
desperately
don't
trying
need
to
to
get
put
these
me
I
for
mean,
this
listen,
podcast.
come on, chat. You
I
can
was
say
kidding.
these are valid arguments, right? Like, even
It
chat
is a
could agree
family
with us.
reunion.
Come on, chat.
It is a
Come on.
sub, you know, like a family reunion would be the umbrella term. Christmas, right under there, you know? Line, direct line to it. Give me that point.
I'm just going to speak from my heart on this one, God. I am not the game master, but I feel as if Christmas is a very distinct holiday, and there's a lot of events that happen per se. A giant man from a pagan religion coming down a fireplace, if you even believe that, to give you presents, or the existence of Jesus in some families. So I'm gonna have to say that Christmas is not considered a family reunion as a match. I'm just gonna have to be honest there, and I think
Unless
that my
you hate
game
your
master
family,
is
it's a
going
family
to agree.
reunion. Who spends Christmas alone, you know? Like, you're reuniting with your family.
Unfortunately, those reuniting is not the sole purpose of Christmas. And if you were taking Santa out of Christmas, then what is it?
I don't
It's
want your
just a
point.
family reunion.
I don't want your point anyways.
All right. Well, I'm liking that we are heated, which means you guys are perfectly ready for the next question. Okay. No points on there for those sponsors, but we are cooked. Now we know where we stand. All right, Game Master, let's bring us into the next question. Name something you can always find in your grandmother's purse. All right, guys, and this is in fact a big question because this is our final question. So these points that you bank in here during the hot seat will be locked in. So now is the only chance to get those last points before we head into our rapid fire segment there, all right? So think long and hard here. We'll give you space to do this, but this is a final round.
I did not have to think long and hard on this.
Yeah, this one was fairly easy. I think there's only one right answer.
Yeah.
Really? Let me 100%?
Now I
Yeah.
feel like
No,
I- you know, I-
now you guys are making me
I'm just
sweat.
saying.
Yeah. I think we might have something going on here. I don't
Yeah.
know. Maybe.
Well, it is sounding like all of our answers are in. Let's see what our contestants put for something you could always find in your grandmother's purse.
They got bad
I see.
eyesight. What can I say?
Glasses. Kylie, I see what you're saying. Glasses.
They got bad
They always
eyesight.
got their little, they keep it with you. And Smirky, what did you say?
I said wallet. Everyone's got to have a
looks-
wallet.
Okay, that looks like a Y to me, but I might not be able to see.
Oh, it's a W. It's a W.
Okay, that's why I said I don't know what word that is. My eyes are
I
not
see.
perceiving
I
it.
see. The word reads wallet.
Awesome, thank you so much. Now, a wallet is a very obvious answer, and you know what? Nana always got a little. She got a little 5 for you. She always trying to slide you a little 10, you know, a little cash money before you leave. So I see where you're going from there. solid answers. Glasses, wallet, though I'm not going to hold you, could be in anybody's purse, not just specifically grandma's purse. Y'all didn't take the second step.
That doesn't
Y'all
mean
didn't take the second
that
step.
doesn't mean it couldn't be in grandma's purse. Okay, everybody can include grandma.
I had another answer before, but I got a big fat no on it, and it was I was gonna put money because grandmas always be giving you money when you see them, and then you have to be like,
I
no,
agree.
grandma, no, I can't, no, and then they insist again. You go, okay, thank you.
No. Okay,
And where do you find the money?
yes.
In a wallet. I
In
rest
a
my
wallet.
case. I rest my case.
No, all right. Well, with glasses, let's get to our panelists. Let's read through this one and see what we've got cooking. If there is any matches, Ice Rocker, what do you have for us? Just something you can always find in your grandmother's purse.
I fear what's about to happen because I don't understand. I don't. My grandmother was a Sonic Mint fiend. So there was always
Come on, tell it
little
now.
hard candies
There it is. Come on, tell
down
it.
there at
Yes.
the bottom of them.
Tell it.
Sometimes they were open on the end. You still, it was candy. You just
Say
ate
it again. Say it again for the people in the back.
I'm real sorry for what's about to happen to both of y'all. Honestly, I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there.
Oh, unfortunately, no matches, but Candy, I'm seeing some agreement for people in chat as well that might be the only true answer. Let's see if Lemmy, you were agreeing as well. Is that something that you would put for your answer? What did you have for us for something you can always find in your grandmother's purse?
Yeah, I mean, my grandmother didn't have a whole lot of money to give us, but she always had enough money for some candy in her purse. Specifically, unwrapped candy.
That's what I'm saying.
Good, though. It was still
Little hair attached to it. You know?
little
Yeah.
on the side of the peppermint. You know, it just makes it taste oh so good. Sorry.
So we got 2 for Candy at our panelists, no points for our contestants. Megan, please help all of us. We need you. We need you. What is something you can always find in your grandmother's purse? What did you have? Please.
So I have something similar. I had said gum before.
Solid.
Valid.
Yeah.
No,
Is there a
that's-
specific type of gum, a flavor, or just any gum?
she
They
likes-
always had that in the tuck.
She likes trying cinnamon.
The cinnamon. I was gonna say, why does Nana always got a cinnamon flavored gum? Always. All right, good answer.
Can't argue
but
with that.
not glasses, not a wallet, no points. Ava,
The savior.
you're our only hope.
The savior.
Good thing I'm the last one because I've been clutching up this whole time, of course. You know what's funny is my first thought was mint. And then I remembered, I was like, don't say the first thing that you've been thinking. So I tried to be really logical about it and I put driver's license.
Which you can
In a
find in a wallet.
Which you can find in a wallet.
You can find it in a wallet. I need the grandmaster
What do you mean
to
if
listen.
money and wallet are the same
Yeah.
thing? Driver's license and wallet are the same thing. Kai.
I'm sorry. No. First of all, the fact that you think the single item guaranteed to be in your checks notes, how old grandmother's wallet? Is Nana even supposed to be driving? Why is that what you think of when you're thinking of her big bad plan out the great things of everything?
Old people always drive until like they're on their deathbed. Okay? You have to avoid
but they shouldn't.
getting hit by them sometimes.
She needs to show her ID at the bar. That's why.
Or they're either turning into you, or
If she
they're
shows
going
her
20
ID,
miles
it's her-
below the speed limit. Okay.
If she shows her ID, it's her social security card, not her driver's license. Come on.
No.
Grandmother. Are you serious?
Do my benefits work here? No,
senior
I'm sorry,
discount.
Nana. I love you. Please don't. I know you're watching. We love you, Nana. Unfortunately, the driver's license is not exactly the most specific item nor match, although it resides in a wallet. There are 2 distinct items. I am gonna have to say no points are being awarded for that, which means. It's funny that you asked before the show, Smirky, if Same Brain has ever had no points during the
Same
I
yourself
podcast.
literally, hey,
Set
to
yourself
my
up.
credit,
That was
I
me who
also,
asked.
I also
Oh, it was you,
said-
Ava.
I also said that Zero was about to look so good on this stage, and I made it look really good. I rest my case.
I can't believe it. This
We
is
out
a
here
first
making
here.
same brain history, baby. Let's go.
Yeah.
Happy
Yes.
API month, everybody.
Let's go.
You've
That's
never
right.
had a contestant have 0 points, and you have 3 people
Not
with
in
0
this
points.
first segment. Yes.
Jinxed
Well,
it.
now that our hot seat points are baked in, so Kaylee, you have those points locked in. You are fine. We are gonna have to deal with Smirky going in to the next segment with 0 points on the board
Which
there
wouldn't
as
have
well.
happened if I had gotten in my Space Jam just a few moments earlier. Okay, so I didn't get to 0 points without some trials and tribulations. I'm gonna put that out there.
No, you fought hard to try to get those points on the board, but unfortunately, that is where we stand here at the end of the hot seat, and we're gonna get ready to head into the rapid fire segment. And we back. That's right. It's the rapid fire segment here. We have our points. Kylie is up 3, Smirky was 0, loud and proud. Those points will not be touched. I mean, I don't know why I would touch the 0 points, but it's fine. Here we're in the rapid fire segment.
I mean, if you want to add points to them.
well,
be okay.
Yeah,
this
you
is the
know that
opportunity
would be
too.
really great.
This is the opportunity to add those points here. So our rapid fire segment is going to be pretty lit. We will give you tons of this or that questions. You are going to have to pick a partner from our panelists to go into this segment with you. So because Kylie had the most points in the first segment, they will be choosing on their devices who they are going to take into the rapid fire segment. And once they've already locked that down, I'm getting the word that you were locked in. So please go forth and let us know. Talk us through who have you chosen as your rapid fire partner.
All right. Ava, you're too much of a wild card, and we matched on that one answer, and I gotta dedicate this one to you to be my partner on this rapid fire round, because I wouldn't have these 3 points without you.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Offended.
All
I am
right.
offended.
Ava, you're too much of a wild card. Driver's license.
Space travel.
That is in a purse,
Space
okay?
travel.
Do people not space travel?
No, that's time travel.
No, they don't. It's fine.
Oh,
It's fine. Kylie and Levy are going into the rapid fire segment together, which means we have only a few panelists left, but not only some solid picks. This is going to make it harder because I believe Lemmy was hitting some solid answers, a good person to try to sync with. So Smirky, you were left with some lovely options. I've got to know, who are you going to bring into the rapid fire segment?
Yeah, this one's not entirely easy. I mean, I've enjoyed all 3 of the remaining panelists' answers for sure. I'm gonna decide to bring Ice Rocker along with me, actually, if Ice Rocker's up for the ride.
Oh my god, thank you. Yes.
Oh my god!
Yes.
Oh my gosh!
Congratulations.
Oh my god! With this
Wedding.
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 Good callback.
Click save. Wedding.
All right, well, we have our 2 pairs here. That's right. And I am excited. Kylie, Smirky, this is where it is still a game. So points matter. It's going to be a big deal. We do have to bid, okay? So you're going to be able to wager these points. Not the points you have in the hot seat, because I still don't know how you'd wager 0 points, Smirky. No, you're going to be wagering the points you will be earning in this next segment. You can wager all, half, or none of those points. We will see how the math works out after the segment. So take that time on your devices, lock in your decision on what you will be bidding, and think about who those pairs that you've chosen, right? Kylie with Lemmy, and we have Smirky with Ice Rocker. There's some solid pairs for a potential match there. And of course, the panelists that were not chosen, we are going to specifically want to hear from you between those matches there. So I'm going to be calling on you. Also, keep your mind. Think about whether or not you would have been a better choice, or if you think maybe they did dodge a bullet, all right? So keep that in mind. We'll be calling you on 4 there. But if we have our wagers in and our game master is ready, I think we can bring up our first pair and get right into that rapid fire segment. It's happening. So I'm going to run it through, make you a reminder. Here it is. Once I finish saying go and run that timer, 30 seconds on the clock is going to happen. You will have that amount of time to answer as many this or that questions as you can, thinking in sync to get as many points on the board in that time allotted. Any final words or prep words before we say run that timer? I will give you this moment to briefly lock in.
Locking in. Merry Christmas.
Let's do it.
Let's get it.
All right, there. That is it. Y'all, our pair is ready. We're going to run that timer. Good luck. Sub or dub? Water or soda? Cookies or brownies? Hiking or camping? Unicorns or dragons? Braids or locks?
You guys are doing terribly. I'm just kidding.
Flowers or butterfly?
You're making me nervous.
Only one? No way. Is that
Whoa.
what that means?
No. Oh,
Does that really mean we only got
no.
one match?
Yes, you were only able
Whoa.
to get one match during that segment. What happened, Lemmy? I'm sorry. I'm just going to go for the jugular. That is the worst I have ever seen in a
on
pairing
me.
during the rapid fire segment. We have never seen that low of amount of matches in the history of our game show. Lemmy, what was going on? You're supposed to get Kylie these points here. Where was your head?
Yeah.
That's something I should have been more locked
I'm,
in with Lemmy.
I'm actually still pretty confident because, I mean, we're dealing with a bagel in Smirky. So, I mean, one match is really all we needed, right? That's what we got. That's all we needed in the 4 questions that we had before. So let's be serious, right? Like,
Oh,
we're good.
oh my
We're good. We're good.
gosh.
I'm not concerned.
That's all right.
Unbothered.
It's not even
Unbothered.
worried.
Thank you. Unbothered. Thank you.
I love that energy. Kylie, you tried to. Was there something that you couldn't think in sync? What was your strategy going into, or did you just kind of think with your brain and your heart and not really think about matching?
I was basically thinking after observing Lemmy and his answers and everything there, I tried to answer the questions assuming what he would be answering. But again, we are reiterating now that we are nothing but strangers to each other now, hopefully acquaintances and maybe friends afterwards. But
Indeed.
I mean,
we're nothing
one
but
word-
strangers to each other.
I'm
The
gonna
one word
manage.
was like-
I'm gonna manage to space travel to you somehow.
Ava's not living that one down. But I do have to talk. Ava, you had something to say there. You said there was one of those matches that stood out to you. Actually, can we have a chance to talk
Well,
about
she,
that?
yeah, because she was saying she was trying to think like him, so she was trying to think like a man, and it was unicorns and dragons. She picked dragons, and he wildcard picked unicorns. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like looking at her background. I'm like, okay, like
I was going he him mode. What can I say? I was trying to
Thinking from the point of
go
view
he
of
him
the other
mode.
person, yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, definitely.
But that was our downfall. In trying to find common ground with each other, we actually missed completely, and I think that says a
No,
lot. But it's
we're
also
givers.
beautiful at the same time.
We're
Yeah,
givers, yeah.
Yeah.
You
We're giving,
think,
we're
You
giving.
think for me, I think for you. You know, we're givers.
Aw,
That's
that's
so
beautiful.
sweet.
I think we should get a
That's
point.
really cute, actually.
No,
That was
no
really
bonus
beautiful.
points
We should
for
get a
being
point.
cute, but I did really love that synergy. So solid round though it was the worst point acquisition we've ever seen that segment. It's fine. We're going to lock that in. You can take a break and you can think about your actions, Lemmy. We're gonna head over to our second pair. We're gonna go to Ice Rocker and Smirky, and we're gonna bring them into the rapid fire segment. Now that they've had a chance to see how it go, let's see if we can get any points for Smirky on the board, y'all. Let's get into it. All right, I'm going to say the same thing I said for our first pair, which is this is going to be the rapid fire segment. You will have 30 seconds to answer as many this or that questions as you can in that time. Get as many points as possible. When I say run that timer, the timer will start. Is there any final words you would like to say to your partner to think and sync and tune that wavelength? Now's your chance to say it.
Man,
got
I
this.
mean, you're wearing Twitch. I look like the logo. I feel like it's a good pairing.
Honestly, I agree.
Or we got the
Wholeheartedly.
Barney thing going on. We could do that.
I mean, the cowboy hat too. I mean, got to give it to the Texans. So
Here we go.
Well,
We've
maybe not
got
the
our-
team.
maybe not the team, but maybe
the
some of the
team.
cool people that live there or have visited there. So I think as we geared up, we've shared those positive words. We see that there is going to be a little bit of common ground or worth figuring it out. I'm going to say good luck and run that timer, y'all. Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat? Tent or cabin? Regular show or Amazing World of Gumball?
You guys are so nervous right now.
Slide or swing?
I'm so nervous.
Tea or coffee? Physical touch
yeah.
or quality time? Vacation or staycation? Chuck E. Cheese or Dave and Buster?
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow.
What did I say? What did I say?
Hey, it wasn't 0. It wasn't what
Outside.
you said. It wasn't what you said.
Bothered.
Which one did we even get right?
Unbothered.
I'm shook. I am shook. I incredible. Incredible.
Talk about the season
Absolutely
finale.
incredible. This is unseen. This is absolutely unseen. For the first in the history of Sane Brain, not only have we ever seen the lowest amount of matches, I've never seen the fact we have turned into a tie of 1 match for each of you, which is in fact making this bet and wager impossible. When we have a tie, there is no tiebreaker, which means no additional points from rapid fire will be added, which means I have no math to do this time.
Say it.
It is obvious winner here, Kylie coming in on top, taking
What
the
did I say?
championship from the one question Space Jam, making
It doesn't feel
Kylie
good.
the season finale winner of season 2. Kylie,
did I
give it
say?
up. Talk your ish. You've won. I need to hear your champion statement.
Honestly, guys, this is kind of embarrassing that so much of this, there was such an obvious answer for all of these. Space Jam being the most obvious one for me personally. So another shout out to you. Shout out to the Patreon as well for also guessing Space Jam because you guys are obviously correct. But thank you everybody. Also, once again, vote in the Sanrio character ranking and vote for Karopi. You have 6 days left.
Oh my gosh, I have to say, I really want to make sure to clarify that our final score here was, in fact, Kylie did get 1 point, making it 4. Smirky, you did manage to make 1 point exist on your board. So you got out of the 0 there. You earned 0 the whole time there.
You know what? That's the real win along the way, I gotta say. You know.
Hey,
I
we got to
didn't-
celebrate our differences.
That's right. I don't think I would have felt like a winner if I walked away with nothing. So I get to walk away with something. Maybe not number 1, but 1 point. We'll take it. We'll take it.
Literally walking
Yes.
away with 1.
With
Yes.
1.
With 1. But at least you came in hot and you did everything that was needed to make this a fantastic competition. When I tell you that the vibes have been amazing and immaculate, though I'm not gonna hold you, some of the worst answers I have ever seen in my entire life. I'm gonna remember space travel for a millennium.
I was told there was no possible way I could get a 0. I looked up. There was no way. And guess what? I was lied to. I was tricked.
I'm with you on that one,
Used for
Ava. You were
content,
told no
I
answer
have
was a
no
wrong answer. I
points.
feel you. I feel you.
Hey,
No,
was
Ava,
a real
you
lesson
are
here.
Great.
But
You
I
were
will
great.
say,
You had
you
some
know
of the
what?
fun.
The positive side of it is that it's just you got, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 completely different people that don't think the
Yes.
same at all in any way, shape, or form.
Beautiful.
We're all
Absolutely.
from
So honestly,
different
kind
walks of life.
So we have to give a huge thanks to everyone who made this show possible. Let's run through, give up to our cast. We'll hit that outro pop in and give love to our panelists here who all made this possible. Again, couldn't be a game without y'all. Ice Rockers here in the building, holding it down with some of the best answers there, killing it with that 6G reference. Lemmy here, keeping it tight on point with all the answers. I don't think there was a wrong one. They they said. Megan coming in here with some of the most strategic answers I might have seen throughout the season, even though they wasn't getting no points for the contestants. They had the heart. And Ava here did not realize that the points weren't for her, they were for the contestants, and she in fact ended the game without any points because she never had them to begin with. But it's fine. No, we love you. We love you so much, and your energy was immaculate, creating some of the most iconic moments throughout this episode, speaking with your heart, and that's what this is about, so we gotta give much love there. And of course, the show would not be a game without our contestants, so big ups to Smirky here, and of course, Kylie, our winner. I am so excited there. Thank you for coming back and hopping in the hot seat, and again, shout outs to Smirky for bringing the competition, standing their ground, and ending with 1 point. Let's go. We got out of the 0. Of course, but it is me. I am your host, Black Crystal. Big ups to everyone. Our Patreon members for making this happen, our crew, our mod teams, all the people in pre and post production that help us in the works, our game master as well. Love y'all. We'll see you next time. This is Same Brain. Bye-bye.